Chances are you haven't been to this place. Chances are this is a place you've never seen. Other than maybe blurry cell phone videos, old black and white newsreels from World War II. Chances are bad things were happening in the footage you saw. Myanmar. After 50 years of nightmare, something unexpected is happening here, and it's pretty incredible.
I took a walk through this beautiful world, felt the cool rain on my shoulder, found something good in this beautiful world. I felt the rain getting colder.
In Yangon, capital city of Myanmar, it's dark. Blackouts are frequent with the ancient power grid. What sources of light there are in the street cast an eerie yellow-orange hue. For almost 100 years under British rule, this was Rangoon. In 1948, after helping the British fight off the Japanese, and with a new taste for self-determination, the country gained independence. After a decade of instability, however, the military consolidated power and never let go. Elections, they came and went. The results ignored, opposition punished, or silenced entirely. Burma, now Myanmar, where Orwell had once served as a colonial policeman, where he'd first grown to despise the apparatus of a security state, became more Orwellian than even he could have imagined. A nation where even having an opinion could be dangerous.
I am very honored to be here at this university and to be the first president of the United States of America to visit your country.
Morning in Yangon. To nearly everyone's surprise, there have been some huge changes in recent months.
The most difficult time in any transition is when we think that success is in sight.
Nobel Prize-winning democracy champion Aung San Suu Kyi, for nearly 15 years under house arrest, was released and has now taken an active role in politics. Just as the door is opening, my crew and I are among the first to record what has been unseen for decades by most of the world. Meanwhile, this Southeast Asian country of 80 million people is collectively holding its breath, waiting to see what's next, and will this loosening of government grip last? Of course, morning in Yangon has always been about tea. It's black, Indian-style tea, usually with a thick dollop of sweetened condensed milk. You want it sweet, less sweet, very sweet, strong, less strong. Everybody's got a preference. Everybody's got a preferred tea shop where they know, presumably, how you like yours.
I said normally less sweet and a bit strong.
Journalist and publisher Utia Saw. We meet at the Seitai Cha tea shop.
Anything could happen in a tea shop. This place means a lot of things, not just a place for breakfast and snacks.
For 50 years of paranoia and repression, tea houses were also the main forum for guarded and not so guarded discussions of the daily news, where you tried to piece together the real stories behind the ludicrously chopped and censored newspapers. Carefully, of course, because informers and secret police were also heavily represented in these hotbeds of sedition and discontent.
So, given your profession, how have you managed to stay out of prison all of these years?
No, I was there.
Oh, really?
Two times.
2 times.
One special ground police called me. Hey, Utia Saw, would you please come into our office? We need to talk.
Right.
So I went over there, And that total lost 89 days in the prison. There was this very serious control that came with the first military government, press scrutiny and registration department. So
That doesn't sound good.
we need to send in our copies to that office and then take a look at everything. They would say you take this out, take that out, or black this out, or just take the whole story out.
Magazines that would come into the country they'd cut out, literally cut out the pieces.
People under this kind of tight censorship, people become more, I think, creative. Take a look, careful reading. There may be something between the lines, messages.
Something you were accused of, sending secret messages.
In the back, a cauldron of salty little fish bubble over hardwood coals. Fingers work mountains of sweet bean, one of the fillings for the variety of pastries that are stuffed, shaped, and put into an old stone oven. In another corner, the heartening slap of fresh bread pressed against the clay wall of a tandoori. And of course, eggs bob and spin in the magical hell broth of fish, spice, and herb.
Mohinga? This I must have. Correct me if I'm wrong. If there's a national dish, a fundamental, most beloved dish, would it be this?
Yeah, for example, take a look at all these foodstuff. This is Indian, these are Chinese, etc. But then mohinga is a local thing, and it's popular not in the city, but also in the rural areas too. You know, a fish paste with some rice noodles. Maybe with sometimes we put in some crispies like fried beans or fried goat. So these are some coriander leaves.
Yeah.
You can mix some limes.
Sprinkle some in here. Good textures. Particularly in the light of Obama's recent visit, these are interesting times. Significant changes for the first time in 50 years.
Yeah. There's one thing which is quite significant. For example, take a look around, all kinds of people, all age groups. Let's say a couple of years ago, people would be, if you're talking about politics, you tone down.
Right.
Maybe you were whispering. But nowadays, people speak more, or people more outspoken. So the society become much more open. In last July, they started relaxing the rules about censorship. August 20th, we were called into that PSRD office. We mean publishers, editors. And the Director General of the department said, the boss, okay, 48 years and 20 days of censorship is gone. That's it.
Feel good?
Yeah. That's what we've been waiting for so many years.
I love the answer. It's a careful yes.
Yeah. First, people within the country, we have some doubt about, okay, is it real, the changes and the reforms? But as now it's about a couple of years, and then now people start believing that, oh, maybe it's real. The process is still very young, but it's still possible. When the generals stop and think, okay, that's enough is enough, let's turn back, or let's stop. I'm optimistic about the changes and the reforms, but I'm still cautiously optimistic.
In Yangon, motorbikes are outlawed. Why is a matter of much rumor and speculation. So it's the bus for me. Something seems almost out of sync. Not too long ago, even filming here, officially as an open, professional Western film crew, would have been unthinkable. In 2007, a Japanese journalist was shot point blank and killed filming a street demonstration. Be seen talking to anybody with a camera, and there would likely be a knock on your door in the middle of the night. Yet so far, confronted with our cameras, a few smiles, and mostly indifference at worst. Shocking considering how recently the government has started to relax its grip.
We love to eat, and don't forget, for 50 years we were under two dictatorships, and especially under the socialist era, not a lot of things to do. But cook and share food and,
This is Ma Thengi, a famous and very controversial figure in public life.
Myanmar or Burma?
Myanmar, because that's the original name since the 13th century.
Ma Thengi, like U Tia Saw, has also spent time in prison. But on emerging after 3 years, she became, in the minds of many, an apologist for the regime. Fairly or not, I leave to others.
Sometimes outsiders act as if, it's only after the military junta went away that, things happen. First we were sort of like in a frozen state, like Snow White, dead.
But her many well-known books on the culinary traditions of Myanmar make her a compelling advocate for Burmese cuisine.
So you're very passionate about the cooking and the cuisine here, and
Well, it's just that I like to eat, and I eat like a pig.
This is Yangon's Feel Restaurant.
Salads, I think, are the best of our food. I'm going to order a lot of salads that you haven't had. It's going to be like a sort of a tasting thing.
There's pig head salad with kaffir lime leaf, long bean salad with sesame and fish sauce, penny leaf salad, even this salad of India-style samosa.
everything's out there at the same time.
Yes.
No first course, second course.
No. If I'm invited to a friend's house, the table would be covered with dishes.
Right.
Covered.
And it's really about the interaction between a lot of colors, textures, and flavors in
Yes,
one dish, or
Different.
different.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm in love. That's good.
Yes, it is.
And of course, there's the maddeningly delicious condiments and pickles with which to make each dish your own.
You make a lot of different combinations with each mouthful.
And this is something very confusing in general in this part of the world. Everybody eats everything differently, very much to their taste.
Anything goes.
Anything goes.
You make every mouthful you can make as different as you want.
Credit cards accepted almost nowhere. Cash machines? Wi-Fi? Internet? Rare. 3G? You gotta be kidding. If you need to exchange money here, only crisp, absolutely new $100 bills accepted. In Myanmar, it's another, older world. Oh, and what's up with this?
With all the kissing sounds, that smooching, kissing, sound that you're hearing all over the place. My wife would have been in like 10 fights so far. Sorry, who you smooching at? Bitch?
This is how you summon a waiter in Myanmar. I know. Try that at Hooters and you will be rightly ejected. It takes some getting used to for sure. Min Lane is a big, noisy seafood house where fish is prepared in the style of Yakan, the coastal province to the west, named for the Yakan people, one of over 135 distinct ethnic groups around here.
See, now we're talking. Prawn curry is one of those things everybody tells you got to eat here. Prawns from the river, the tomato curry. Try this. Good sauce. Oh, that's good. That is some good shit, my friends. We shall know them by the number of their dead.
Early morning in Yangon. Among the crush of commuters, shoppers, people trying to make a living, rise up the last remnants of empire. Faded, often crumbling, but still there after all these years. These are the offices, businesses, and public buildings of the British colonials. The Sofarer building was once one of the swankest department stores in Rangoon. A century ago, when Kipling's poem Mandalay was beckoning the overheated imaginations of a generation of young Englishmen, here you could buy fine Egyptian cigarettes, French liqueurs. The floor tiles were shipped over from Manchester. Now, people live here. A half-century as a pariah state has left very few of these buildings in good repair, and there are divergent views on whether to preserve them. For many, a reminder of colonial subjugation. For others, a vestige of a golden time. These days in Myanmar, in the streets, on the docks, it's all about moving forward. In an economy ripe to explode if things continue trending in their current direction, the busy hustle and bustle of Yangon's port appears even busier today as workers prepare for the oncoming holiday.
Hey, chef.
How are you doing? It figures, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Welcome to Myanmar.
Philippe Lajoni, owner, proprietor of my old restaurant, Leal.
It seems only natural that you'd be in Burma, Myanmar at the same time as me.
Back before anything, before I wrote the book that changed my life from broke-ass utility-grade chef to whatever it is I am today, I'd never been to Asia until this guy sent me to Japan and got me hooked on a continent.
Well, there we go.
Oh, nice. Chicken head, yeah.
That is the perfect mood awakener.
Oh, yeah.
Philippe travels constantly. He's been bouncing around Asia for decades. Like all good travelers, he's relentlessly curious and without fear or prejudice.
It's fantastic.
It makes perfect sense then that over cold brew and chicken necks in the port of Yangon, Philippe is the one joining me to explore this particular moment in Myanmar.
That's the money tree.
Oh, it is going to be a party.
Yeah.
Full moon party tonight.
Full moon party.
Now,
that's
what
right.
that means, we have no idea.
We don't know. There's only one way to find out, I suppose. Well, it sounds like a party.
Oh, it gets crazy from now on.
It's Tzongdai, Full Moon Day, a holiday marking the end of the rainy season. And today marks the beginning of 3 days of Break Out the Crazy. Giant speakers compete for attention, everybody cheerfully oblivious to the distortion. Cotton candy, trinkets, tube socks, just like a New York street fair, but with infinitely better food.
Oh, these are little birds?
Yeah. These guys are really good. Was flying just a bit earlier this morning.
I'll tell you, it's the backbone of every street fair in the world, isn't it? Deep fried food.
That's right. And here they also have the little batter where they break a quail egg in it. One shot, it's pretty good. That's it, he's happy? All right. This is so tasty. Much less greasy than I thought it would be. In fact, rather delicate.
Yeah, anytime you tell me crispy little bird, I'm all over it.
Good head. Good beak, too.
Good beak.
Crispy and tender.
Oh, and they have rides. Check this out. Okay, it's a Ferris wheel, but the power source, not unusual for these parts, is not electric, it ain't gas.
Oh, man, are you kidding me?
It's human power.
You have to see it to believe it.
An absolutely insanely dangerous, closely choreographed process of first getting the giant, heavily laden wheel in motion and then getting it up to top speed and keeping it there.
Wow, look at this thing tilting out, too.
And that's the break. 3 guys the other way.
Note the footwear, by the way. And it's not just this one. Every couple of blocks, bigger and bigger Ferris wheels, each one with its own troupe of acrobatic spinners. And sure, going for a ride is tempting, but...
CNN host implicated in death of 4 underage carnies. Guess the thing just came off the hinges, and next thing you know is rolling down the street and sending those kids flying. If I'd had any idea, I never would have taken the ride, says Bourdain. No, I don't think so.
Hard making a buck. But again and again, the seats are loaded with smiling families, the team climbs aboard, and the circus begins again.
Good luck. May you return to Earth safely with all of your limbs intact.
Next day of the Full Moon Festival. And whether you're looking out the window at a rural village or at the streets of Yangon, what's happening is probably pretty similar. A tableau of dancing, body painting, car-mounted speakers blasting. But it's also 3 days of merit accruing, the practice of performing charitable or otherwise good works in the hopes of jacking up your karma. Money trees are paraded around pinned with cash donations for monks. Free banquets and feasts are held, and many moments of spiritual reflection. The majority of people here practice Theravada Buddhism, the oldest, most conservative form of the religion, which simply put asserts that existence is pretty much a continuous cycle of suffering through birth, death, and rebirth.
Noisy.
Very noisy, yes.
The Morning Star Tea House, where I've come, well, for a couple of reasons. Reason one, the must-have, bone-deep, old-school favorite around here, La Pet Toque, a salad of fermented tea leaves. I know, that does not sound good, but you'd be wrong to think that. Take the fermented tea leaves, add cabbage, tomatoes, lots and lots of crunchy bits like toasted peanuts, season with lime and fish sauce.
This is absolutely delicious.
You like it?
Oh, yeah, it's fantastic.
Yes, fantastic.
Simple, delicious. Things not to be taken for granted if you've been in and out of the joint like this guy, Zarni Bo, activist, astrologer, and 3 times convict.
Yeah, everyone I've met in this country so far, in fact, has been to prison. It
Yes,
seems
this happens again and again for us in Myanmar.
almost six years.
6 years,
About
nearly
six
6 years. All the judgments are made by the Kangaroo Code. The Navy, Army, and the Air Force, these 3 officials are sitting all together. They read off, this is your sentence, like
Right.
that. It happens, only minutes, like that.
What is life like inside prison?
Nice, very nice.
I have a hard time believing
You
that.
know, very nice. We can talk to each other, you know, saying some things and use a mirror to look each other. It's very
Access to
nice.
books?
No book, no writing thing, no paper. No, nothing at all. A mat and a blanket and a plate and a bowl.
Right.
Only these are the things that we possess.
How's
Think
the
about
food?
that.
The food in prison?
Soup, rice with pea soup. Only 1 meat meal for a week. That's on Thursday. Do you know that in prison, in insane prison, all the fish has no body, only the head and the tail. No middle part. I can look like this.
So there is hope for this country, in your view, yes?
Yes. Especially with the Buddhist belief, you know, how to live in situations. Dictators, you know, and the political pressures or even discrimination, everything is happening to us. But the Buddhists say, okay, that's about past life love. If we go do something, okay, next life will be good.
There's something pretty cool about meeting people who've been for so long unable to speak, now so unguarded about their hopes and their feelings. Sizzling meats, the clink of beer glasses, ringing bicycle bells. This is Yangon's 19th Street. Does Yangon rock? Can it rock?
90th Street is like a must-go place when you are in Yangon.
Meet Burmese punk rockers Side Effect and lead singer Darko.
You can come here anytime. There will be lots of people like here.
So if you sit here long enough, you'll see every musician in town.
Yeah, you can say that.
The citywide curfew used to mean close your doors at 11 p.m. Most shops and restaurants still close early, but not here on 19th Street, where you could eat barbecue late into the night.
Wow. What do we have here? What is grilled tofu?
Yeah, this is pork too.
Pork tail. Oh, yeah. This barbecue is awesome.
These young men show exactly how determined you've got to be to rock, especially in Burma.
I like to say my early influence was Nirvana, and then Sex Pistols, Ramones, and stuff like that.
What American bands do you hate?
Personally, Creed.
Yes.
Yeah.
They are like the worst band in the history of like the world. So what's it like having an indie band in Myanmar? Is it difficult?
For sure, yeah. Before you record the song, so like when you got the lyrics, you gotta submit the lyrics. So they're gonna censor it. They're gonna check it, and even sometimes they will suggest you some words to change.
Oh, that must be funny.
Very funny, actually.
Now, is that still the case?
No, it's not like that anymore. They're not gonna censor you, but it's gonna be kind of risky because you don't know what's gonna happen to you if you write and sing something wrong.
So let me ask this: if all your dreams came true, where would you want to play?
New York City.
You want to go to New York City?
Of course, it's my dream. You just need to be strong. So that's what I keep telling my bandmates. Come on, be strong, have faith. So
I hope people reach out to you because making rock and roll is hard enough. Truly independent rock and roll is even harder, and I'm guessing that making it here is harder still. So, gentlemen, you deserve some success. People should hear you.
So you heard the sleeping car lost the wheel.
The what?
The sleeping car lost the wheel, and the dining car. So we get.
Well, no, we lost the dining car here.
We lost the dining car, but even our original sleeping car lost the wheel. So we just have to hope for the best.
The night express to Bagan. 600 kilometers of what will turn out to be kidney-softening travel by rail. But Bagan, Myanmar's ancient capital, I've been told, is a must-see.
The true Old English experience. The engine is a French engine from the 70s.
We've been told it's a somewhat uncomfortable 10-hour trip.
So really the question on this end of the journey is, come back on the train or flying coffin?
Mishaps on both Burmese planes and trains are not, shall we say, unheard of.
The Widowmaker Express.
That is the choice. So that may be the signal to depart at some point.
Yep, all aboard. Whoa, we're moving. Here we go.
Here we go. Well, that's it. We have reached cruising speed.
Really? This is cruising speed? We
Just
think?
happened.
You could literally outrun this train.
We could jog ahead, have a nice meal in some, recommended restaurant.
We could catch up with it.
It's like the digestive walk. There we go. This is stop number 1 of 75.
Heading north, the scenery opens up. The space between things gets wider, more pastoral, and more beautiful. Looking around at my fellow passengers, it could be hard to distinguish between the 135-plus ethnic groups that make up the Burmese population. The very name Burma refers actually to only one of these groups. What they all seem to have in common, however, is tanika, a face paint and sunblock made from tree bark that masks many of their faces. It's ubiquitous here. At first jarring to see, it quickly becomes something you get used to and take for granted. Yangon's gravitational pull broken, and with darkness falling, the train picks up speed. At times, terrifyingly so.
I mean, this thing is going to derail at some point. They have lost how many wheels yesterday on this one train? So truly, it's about being in the right car, the one that keeps its wheel.
Derailments, or rail slips as they are referred to here, a somewhat more benign sounding occurrence than, say, rolling off the tracks into a rice paddy, are not uncommon. And one can't help wondering what the engineer and conductor are thinking as the train speeds heedlessly on, faster and faster.
I mean, it must be, what, about 40, 50 miles per hour at this point.
What if anyone has ever like flown right out of their seat out the window?
Yeah, small people, sure.
You don't want to be like holding a lap dog.
Or a baby, or anything. I mean,
Try pissing in the bathroom and find yourself launched straight up into the ceiling, bringing to a rude conclusion what was already an omnidirectional experience.
Smooth now. It's very relaxing.
what kind of beer did he have? I want the same.
Done. Now, this is breakfast.
Nearly 19 hours into our 10-hour trip, and the night express to Bagan lurches and bounces onward over old and poorly maintained tracks.
I'm gonna flow back to New York for breakfast. I had time. What's in yours?
Carrots, wood.
I got potatoes.
How to make good food pretty. Look at this.
A bouquet of fish.
Indeed. So this is it, this the plain of Bagan.
Out the window, the modern world seems to fade away, then disappear altogether, like the last century never happened, or even the century before that. We're traveling across the largest mainland nation in Southeast Asia. But it should be pointed out that we are still within the confines of the tourist triangle, areas permissible for travel. Whole sectors of this country, much of it in fact, are off limits. Simply put, there is shit going on they do not want you to see. A low-intensity conflict with the ethnic Kachin tribe would be one of them. A wave of persecution and deaths in Rakhine State. The country may be opening up at its center, but all along the edges, it's waging a desperate war to hang on to the status quo. Needless to say, the status quo is not good.
All right. Bagan, here we come.
1,000 years ago, Bagan was the capital for a long line of Bama kings. It's the sort of place where the old coexists with the even older. As elsewhere in this part of the world, in many of the Buddhist temples here, far older animist, spirit-based beliefs coexist with more recent Buddhism. And in Myanmar, worship of the Nats is widespread. Nats, as I understand it, are more like Greek gods, former humans, demigods, spirits, often with very human qualities and failings. Dance performances pay homage to the individual Nats, performers claiming to actually channel them, bringing about, one hopes, a beneficial spiritual possession. But I'm not just here for a Nat Pue. I have a list, things to eat in Myanmar, and this is one of them, chicken curry. And from roadside joints like this, nestled among the temple ruins, you're more than likely to catch a very enticing whiff.
Just delicious. Spicy, but not to the point that you want to scream out for mercy, but some heat.
Slow-simmered curry served with a side of sour soup made from roselle leaves. With it, you get fried ground chilies, pickled bean sprouts. You get the idea.
They always have like these relishes, these dippy type things, these like really interesting salads, and I'm like not really a salad guy. The salads here are, they're happening. Spicy, sour, salty, savory, just delicious, it's delicious. A plethora of textures and flavors. This is a culture that's thought a lot about their food, clearly like eating, like feeding people. I think a lot about those classic balances of flavors, colors, and textures. Best restaurant in the country so far, by the way.
You'd expect this, an ancient city of nearly unparalleled size and beauty, to be overrun with tourists, souvenir shops, snack bars, tours on tape. But no.
Oh, this is stunning.
You'll encounter some Western travelers at Bagan's temple sites for sure, but generally speaking, they're a hardy bunch. Even the bus tours here are not for the faint of heart or the weak of spirit. But for the most part, you're far more likely to bump into a goat than a foreigner.
This is so beautiful, so much like an ode to human, beliefs and adoration and worshiping and
Slave labor.
And slave labor.
I'm thinking, you build this many temples, thousands of them in a relatively short period of time, chances are somebody who's working for less than minimum wage, let's put it that way.
For sure. Ah, we could fly here. Look at that.
A millennia ago, in a period of just under 250 years, over 4,000 structures like this were built here. They say that a Burma king, Anarata, began this project after a conversion to Theravada-style Buddhism.
They started a new temple like every 14 days.
Over 3,000 pagodas, temples, and monasteries remain today. Inside almost every one of them, a Buddha figure, each one different.
And I like how integrated it is with the trees, pastures, and...
Actually, funny you should mention that. People used to live here, but the government came along in the 80s, I believe, and relocated. It was a mass relocation project. So any homes, anything, it was understood this is a good, there's some tourist bucks here. They've relocated the entire population. We're in one of the first mass waves of tourists. European tourists have been coming here in relatively small numbers for a long time, but the floodgates have certainly opened. They're building hotels like crazy around this area, what's called the tourist triangle.
What is this here? Oh, this is a nice car.
As Myanmar begins its shift towards accommodating increasing tourism and a service economy to go with it, there will be adjustments. There will be, of course, a downside.
How may you pay?
What's that going to mean? How will Burmese react to all of the good and evils that come with tourism?
Okay, mister, what about you buy one? Okay.
Perfect.
It's going to mean mobility. It's going to mean prosperity for some. It'll mean a lot of bad things too. You know, it'll mean prostitution, it'll mean hustling.
Okay, my boss
thank you very much. All your help for the children.
And you too.
Everybody tell it to you, you buy Longi, you buy Brandy, you buy Lakawia, you buy
I know.
but you don't buy Busca. Now, there's no fair. You buy Busca also
But I
fair.
don't need the postcard.
We're told that kids are dropping out of school to do this, the double-edged sword of the service economy.
You want to buy Busca for only $5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What I'm amazed is how friendly and open people are with us. It's very easy for me to sit here and say whatever I want about the government, right? We can go home. You know, our lives will go on. We don't pay the price for that show. Everybody who helped us could very well pay that price. It should be pointed out that a lot of people did not. A lot of people were very nice to us, but said, look, I've already been in jail. You know, I really don't want to go back. It's a very real concern. What happens to the people we leave behind? You know, one would think that you can't, once freedom, you know, they've tasted freedom, you know. Well, you know, you can put the toothpaste back in the tube, you know, there's no doubt about that.
But for the moment at least, things seem to be moving in the right direction. A country closed off to most for so long, sleeping, a 50-year nightmare for many of its citizens, finally, maybe, waking up. To what? Time will tell. For Korean Americans, according to the stereotype anyway, it used to be that you grew up to be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer. There were a specific set of rules and expectations.
Are you asking me to be in a porno? Is that what you're asking me?
Thanks to some remarkably bad Koreans, though, things are beginning to change.
I went to 1-year law school and I walked out.
So you're a bad Korean?
Yeah, I'm a bad Korean.
Any final advice for someone who's actually about to marry a Korean woman? The answer, don't do it!
I took a walk through this beautiful world. Felt the cool rain on my shoulder. Found something good in this beautiful world. I felt the rain getting colder. Sha-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la,
All I knew was that this town was going down and no one was showing up. And so we, as Koreans, figured that out really quickly. There's a point where you and I look at each other and say,
they're not coming.
They're not coming, Tony. You know, like it's
the choppers will not be here anytime soon.
So that's when all the stuff started to go down.
Roy Choi is a second-generation Korean American. He lives in Los Angeles. He's the owner, operator of 4 groundbreaking and much-loved food trucks. Among the first to harness the strange and terrible powers of social media to alert customers to where to find delicious food.
This was the command post. From here, you know, you could look and you could see if fires were going on.
When the Los Angeles riots happened in 1992, Roy was 22 years old, and this plaza's rooftop played a central role for Koreans defending their town. But let's back up a bit. After the Immigration Act of 1965, thousands of Koreans began arriving in LA. The first to arrive were mostly middle-class, college-educated, hoping to make a lateral move into American society. But unless you had a medical or engineering degree, that turned out to be tough. They found work as merchants, store owners, opened liquor stores, groceries, massage studios, dry cleaners. They did that in an area that was, as it's called, underserved, where major chains feared to tread, where others preferred to abandon, Koreans moved in. So 1992. 4 LA police officers are on trial for what sure as hell looked to me like a wildly excessive and prolonged beating of an unarmed Rodney King. In April of that year, they were acquitted. For me, it was a holy shit, I never saw that coming moment. For African Americans, it was a somewhat ruder surprise. To say people were angry would be an understatement.
They don't represent the people no more.
South Central's that way. So you could almost feel it like a tidal wave coming.
The LAPD were completely unprepared for what happened next.
Everything you see right here, all this was being looted. Chairs and rocks and everything being thrown through walls. If you go straight down Western on Venice, the whole plaza burned on fire. We're calling 911, and there was no response.
Did the cops come at all?
I was here all 3 days. I didn't see any cops.
Well, where did they set up their front line?
Rodeo Drive.
Where did the forces of law and order set up their perimeter? Not here. Koreatown was left to its own devices. The official borders are 3rd Street on the north end, Olympic Boulevard to the south, Vermont Avenue on the east, and Western Avenue to the west. That's 3 square miles left pretty much to burn or fend for itself. This rooftop quickly became the command post for rapidly improvised Korean defense forces. They armed themselves, set up crude but effective command and control, communication, and patrols.
We weren't going around just slugging and capping people. All that was happening was just don't break down my store. Making sure our parents, our uncles, our families, these stores, this town stays alive.
58 people were killed. Only a quarter of Korean-owned businesses survived, either destroyed outright during the riots or abandoned afterwards by owners who felt the entire underpinning of their contract with America had shifted. Yet today, Koreatown is bigger and better and forever changed by what happened in 1992. Dongil-jang, however, is as unwaveringly old school as you get. Roy and I sit down with Roy Kim, whose grandfather opened the place in 1978. Like most Korean restaurants of the time, you didn't mess with the original, ever. And like most Korean father-son relationships, you obeyed Dad's wishes no matter what.
My father put all this, redwood in and all this cherry and all this booth. To this day, I can't touch certain things here.
I can see he doesn't let you change the uniforms either.
No. He still controls the restaurant.
You just do the work.
I just do the work. As a Korean, he knows.
We start with banchan. All those delicious little freebie plates of pickles, preserves, kimchi, a spicy squid snack or two. No banchan, no meal.
You know what this restaurant has that a lot of restaurants are going away from is the chairless rooms.
The feet under, knees forward, feet under.
The tea ceremonies, the seating, yeah.
Okay.
That was punishment for Koreans. That's a punishment.
And with the book over your head.
For hours.
What would a crime be? What got you into that position?
I mean, it could be as minimal as a 94 on the test.
Korean parents? Well, let's just say they veered towards the strict. Moms and dads were not, shall we say, conflicted about corporal punishment.
I love that you both immediately recognize this.
This is the roast gooey. This is what we're known as thinly sliced ribeye, marbled ribeye.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Roast gooey, thin sliced ribeye. And bulgogi, thinly sliced fat marbled beef, barbecued, tableside.
For us Koreans, it's kind of funny that barbecue has become the gateway to our food, though.
It could be worse. I mean, at least it's delicious.
This is delicious, and we're like, okay, this is the portal, and we're cool with that.
And this kimchi bulgogi, bokkeumbap. Basically, kimchi fried rice, but it fries into the pan like paella, or so many great rice dishes where that outer layer of crispy stuff is just the best.
And the tableside cooking, I think people overlook that a lot. This is like crepe Suzette, filleting a Dover sole.
Oh man, this is ridiculously delicious. Will you be doing this in 20 years?
It wouldn't change. If we did change tonight, I would get a complaint.
And you'd have to talk to your dad.
Oh, yeah. That's a problem.
What do you do if you're a locavore in LA? You look around. What's local and delicious, artisanal and authentic, and as iconically LA as it gets? If you're Roy Choi, you see tacos. And with Kogi Truck, Roy Choi brought one of the first great mutation mashups of Korean and Mexican to the people. What started as one truck became 4 trucks and 3 brick-and-mortar restaurants to go with them.
For me, Kogi was always one truck in my mind. But then the lines got big, you know, and it evolved. Hola, Herlindo. ¿Y qué haciendo ahorita? Nada? Solamente limpia? Okay.
Roy trained at the Culinary Institute of America and interned at Le Bernardin in New York City. He runs his trucks like you'd expect of someone with that background.
Within our food media landscape, we've romanticized certain compositions of what a great chef and a great kitchen are supposed to look and smell and feel like. But just because those are beautiful doesn't mean that this is not beautiful. For me, I don't see mustard plants and sheep grazing. I see barbed wire and telephone poles. I see puddles and, you know, all of that stuff contribute to the flavor of the food. So it's truly what I call a terroir, you know, a regional food. Gracias. Buena suerte. And they're off.
Every lunch shift and every evening, the truck's locations are sent out over Twitter. The locations change every day, and people flock quickly to find them, as the lines can get long, very long. I took a run with Roy as he made his nightly rounds.
So how often do you make the full circuit between all of your various enterprises?
Twice a day, every day, unless I'm doing something crazy like this. So it's kind of like I have a huge Las Vegas hotel, but the hallways are the streets.
First stop, Chago, a rice bowl place in the Palms neighborhood.
These are my guys right here. Hola!
Hey, chef.
¿Qué pasó? ¿Sí se puede?
Kimchi spam, classic.
Yeah, this is the menu right here.
A big bowl of rice with meat, vegetables, and lots of flavor for less than $10. Good deal.
I just find it interesting you're so sentimental about the business of feeding people.
It's a trippy state of romanticism. Like, I'm very hard-ass, too. Like, you pack your own shit, you get what you get. If you complain, I take the food out of your hands, I give you your money back. But within those rules, there's a lot of love. There's a lot of care.
Across town in Venice is A-Frame, Roy's first brick and mortar.
This used to be IHOP. So
oh, yeah?
Yeah, everything's really narrow.
Hence the shape.
It's heavily influenced by local takes on Hawaiian cooking, not that you'd necessarily notice. Every dish designed to be eaten with the hands. What's good? The baby back ribs are air-dried, braised, then breaded and fried. Ling cod tacos treated like shawarma. Beer can crackling chicken. It's brined, rotisserie, then air-dried like Peking duck, then fried. Meanwhile, not too far away on Sawtell, a Kogi truck pulls up, stops, reverses back to the corner. Before the awning is even up, there's already a line. Hungry people have been waiting in cars or around the corner ever since the Twitter announcement 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, this is just...
I feel guilty. I'm jumping the line, right? Wow. What's the longest line you ever had?
600.
600 people for one truck?
Yeah.
The Kogi taco, double caramelized Korean barbecue short rib on fresh corn tortilla with salsa roja, cilantro onion lime relish, and a Napa cabbage romaine slaw in a chili soy vinaigrette.
Oh, yeah.
The rep for Kogi is that we go everywhere. We go to every single corner of the county and the city. We're not just going to the hip areas.
What about what about Bel Air? Can you pull up like on a corner in a residential area in Bel Air?
Yeah,
what happens then? Do you get rousted or what?
No, they come out in the Versace robe and...
That I gotta see.
Yeah. Dude, Beverly Hills at lunch is crazy.
Why should you be excited about food trucks? Because they allow creative chefs like Roy, without a lot of money, to start creating and selling their stuff, introducing themselves to the world without having to gather up $1 million or credulous partners. And they're affordable, they're democratic, and they are faster, better, and infinitely preferable to fast food like the King and the Clown and the Colonel. Stereotyping coming. Look, how do I put this? Good Korean kids grow up to be doctors, lawyers, or engineers, goes the story. There are expectations. But what if you're a bad Korean? What if you were Korean American and you just didn't give up? What if you looked around, asked yourself, who am I? Who am I supposed to be? Where do I fit in society? And were unsatisfied with the answers you were getting? What if you were an insanely talented artist and a small startup company called Facebook asked you to do some murals in their offices, and they paid you in stock, and you became ridiculously wealthy, and you still didn't give a f? Well then, you might be David Cho.
Hi, I'm Dave Cho.
Be like me.
Is that an AK piñata?
That is an AK-47 piñata. Wow. So, I mean, this place is in downtown LA. So I try to have as many weapons like hidden throughout. I got ninja swords and ninja stars and stuff.
You need a puppy, man. You need a puppy.
I do need a puppy. I'm gonna paint you today, is that cool?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so just sit right there and, sorry, don't usually paint this early in the morning. Okay. I'm gonna go more expressionistic, if you don't mind.
I want to know, you were on record, you said, young people looking to follow your road to success. Your advice is, whatever you do, don't date a Korean girl.
Oh, okay. I try to be open-minded about things, right? But, well, I'm racist, you know? For me, I've given it a shot, and then I end up in this situation where I feel like I'm dating my mom.
So what characteristics in common were
overbearing,
jealous,
unreasonable, like unrealistic about life, demanding, like I mean, I could go on and on, but also the men too. Like if you're a woman, I would never recommend dating a Korean guy. For the very few women out there that are into Asian guys, if you are gonna go that route, definitely go Chinese. Yeah, come check it out.
Oh, yeah. Whoa, awesome. Wow.
I don't know, what do you think?
Dude, I'm honored. I've never had my portrait done before. Thank you, man.
Hey, man. You're welcome.
And this shit gonna be worth some money on eBay for sure.
Now I'm definitely ready for Sizzler.
Nice. Standing tall and prominent amongst the many Asian and Central American restaurants in the community, one place holds an unexpectedly cherished position in the collective memories of many second-generation Korean Americans. I am personally unfamiliar with the Sizzler brand. Oh, I know it by name, but never have I managed to actually cross its doors.
After you.
Thank you. Wow.
How you doing today? I'm doing fantastic. I got my Sizzler outfit on. So here's the thing. You can get like a steak and then add the salad bar with it. You get the best bang for your buck, or you could just get the salad bar.
I gotta have a little bit of steak.
I am gonna go traditional and just get just the salad bar. Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a seat anywhere you like.
Perfect.
Enjoy your
Thanks.
meal.
Excellent. Oh, yeah. More for your elders. Oh, now you're getting all Korean on.
Yeah. Super embarrassed right now because we're in Koreatown and I'm taking you to eat at Sizzler, which for a lot of Koreans is the best food in Koreatown.
So if you're eating non-Korean, this was it.
We never ate out ever. And if we did, it was McDonald's. And if it was a birthday and a special celebration, you want to kick it up a notch and go a little bit more special, then it was Sizzler.
This is a judgment-free zone where there are no mistakes. A world to explore incongruous combinations without shame or guilt. Free of criticism from snarkologists, because there are no snarkologists at Sizzler.
Obviously, here's all the accoutrements for making a nice nacho taco salad, and here's all the stuff for like, pasta, spaghetti, whatever. The move is you get a hard taco shell and you put meatballs in it. This is Italian-Mexican dining, and you make a meatball taco. And there's nowhere else in the world where you can have this. You put 3 meatballs in the taco, some guacamole, and then you put all this nacho cheese, all this other stuff.
I know what I'm doing. I'm going for the full south of the border experience here.
All right. Oh, there you go.
No, I'm not kidding around here. Oh, yeah, now we're talking, my friend.
It's a little bit nicer than I remember. There it is. That's the best bread that you can get. So you tell me if you like that.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Are you saying that the cheese toast is complimentary?
It's complimentary, and once we found that out, we would order stacks of it. So it was our favorite part of Sizzler, and we were like, we need to figure out how to manufacture this at home.
So were you good Sizzler customers, your family? Do you think they were happy to see you when you come in? I mean, I love this dish, man. When I go back, I might have to have a meatball taco.
I mean, so we like gooched the system a little bit, but not like completely abused it. There would be the guilt associated with, we never eat out, but now we're going out to eat, so you better eat. You gotta put down at least 3 plates. So, what do you think of the bread?
It's delicious.
Yeah.
I totally get why this would be a wonderland.
No, everything's really good.
For you, Sizzler, a happy place, still.
Lots of memories. It's satisfying. We need more of this cheese bread.
Something Dave Cho and Roy Choi have in common is that they may be Korean American, but they are also very much creatures of LA. And what is LA? LA is Mexican, Central American, Filipino, Vietnamese, Thai, Samoan, Bangladeshi. Everybody has left their mark, continues to shape the town, determine its character. K-Town exists right upside its Latino neighbors, and I guess it's natural that both Cho and Choi identify very much with Mexican street culture. Few things embody that particularly Southern California and Latino street culture more than low riding. Estevan Oriol is a photographer,
Go on the other side of the
chronicler of everything iconic at the crossroads of hip-hop, design, tattooing, fashion, and low riding.
The old-timers that used to cut the coils or put bricks or sandbags in their trunk to make them lower, and then around the 70s is when it got popular.
Why these particular models of cars?
It's pretty much always been late 50s all the way through the 60s and into the 70s. And then the 80s came up, they started bringing in the Cadillacs and the Regals. The most classic, well-known car for lowriding is probably a 64 Impala.
How many Korean lowriders are there?
There's a few Asian ones sprinkled in the other clubs.
More Asians, more Koreans than 15 years ago? We're seeing a crossover with the food.
Right. For the most part, things are starting to get a lot more open. If you're asking, I think there's going to be a lot more Asian, Hispanic mixed babies coming up in the future.
I ain't mad at that.
Ideal lowriding is about getting appreciated by the people who best appreciate the traditions and techniques, the getting it right. For that, you head to East LA.
The most famous, notorious street in LA is Whittier Boulevard because of the history of it. And then Crenshaw Boulevard in South Central.
So that's going to be your most critical audience and at the same time most appreciative.
Yeah, the ones that you want to see your car, you know?
It's a slow-moving piece of art, and you treat the car like a piece of art, acutely aware of the dangers. Cops for whom you are a target, potholes, other cars. In East LA, you see people ooh and ah. You see expressions change from who is that to nice ride.
I was like a full-fledged gang member, you know, giving us like props, giving us respect, you know? First, you build a car for yourself, but at the same time, you're building it for the streets, you know? You're building it for the people. You want them to appreciate it.
Within the borders of Koreatown, it's not just Koreans. There are new arrivals every day. There is, in fact, an official Little Bangladesh right in the middle of K-Town.
Oh, man, there's all sorts of...
So good here.
Yeah, this is gonna work. So you're not short of options around here?
Nah, you can get tacos across the street, Korean bibimbap right next door, and then get goat stew. You can pray to Muhammad or Buddha.
A tiny mosque next door where services are held 5 times a day.
Just talking to a guy in the parking lot, said this is the first Little Bangladesh in America.
Yeah, and that just happened like 2 years ago. Like, we went to sleep, we woke up, and it was Little Bangladesh.
Here at Sawada, step right in for some curried goat, samosas, tandoori chicken. Oh yeah, and this, Lowry fish curry with no small amount of chilies.
It's such fragrant, aromatic, delicious food. What good food are you likely to find within the confines of Koreatown?
We have El Salvadorian, Guatemalan all around, Koreans all throughout, Pakistani, Bangladesh food. Oaxaca takes over all of 8th Street.
Mm-hmm. Why Oaxaca? Just that's the way it worked out?
Mm-hmm. You know how it goes. Yeah. Probably one guy showed up.
Yeah.
Filipino fast food just behind us, and then a bunch of riffraffs in between.
Filipinos are very proud of their food, underrepresented.
I think they're going through kind of what we went through, where the glass hasn't been broken yet to translate it, but still keep the core and soul of it. But it tastes delicious.
A few blocks over, the iconic Filipino fast food chain, Jollibee's. Laugh all you want, but ask any Filipino. They love this drive-through mutation for specialties like this fried Spam sandwich thing. But it's the desserts where it gets really crazy.
Decision.
Here we go. We'll take one Aloha burger and then one Spam little big bite. Let's do a halo halo. That's it. All right.
Oh, look at that. What is that?
It's halo halo.
Oh yeah, halo halo. Dig deep and you hit delicious stratas of red beans, white beans, and chickpeas. Cubes of red and green jello, young white coconut, shaved ice. And is that flan? It makes no goddamn sense at all. I love it.
Part of every Pinoy Filipino's life, halo halo.
Nutsy, man. I gotta take a picture of that. It's oddly beautiful. All right. You know I'm getting a bite of that little, what is it?
It's a little big bite.
Little big bite.
Your favorite thing in the world.
No, don't say that. It's actually, I like that.
It's good, right?
Aloha. I mean, it just sounds magical. Is there like pineapple in there or something? Yes, hence the aloha. That's a very tasty burger. Nice char.
Asian fast food. It's fast food, but it's made by like it was just a single family owned restaurant.
What family made this?
Yeah, maybe not your
the
family.
Jetsons, yeah.
Maybe not yours. Like it?
It's actually very tasty.
Every single thing you like here.
Wow, there's so much I don't know.
서로 너 배치면 어떤 때 어렸을 때는 다 비슷비슷해.
It's true, Dad. We all look the same.
I love it.
He may be a Korean gone bad, but Dave Cho still tries, best he can, to be a good son. He bought them this house in Los Feliz and visits for family meals often. In fact, when we first met, sensing it had been a long time without a true home-cooked meal, he invited me to dinner with them. So guests are not unusual. Jane Cho is an amazing cook.
It's going to be very delicious.
Mom, Dad, look who's here.
Hello.
Mom, Tony's here.
Can you smell something?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, all the good stuff's coming. Maybe somebody going to hire me later.
Okay, which ones are you? Are you the eldest?
I'm the middle. I'm the suicidal pirate.
No, already signs of trouble here.
My older brother's the hip-hop Santa. And he was the oldest.
Right.
He'd beat me up. I'd beat him up. And then he would just cry. I'll show you my dad's painting. Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
Hey, come over here for a second. What'd you paint this, Dad? 30 years ago?
1973.
Every Christmas, he unrolls it and just like scotch tapes it to the wall. My mom's the artist in the family now.
So this is a family of artists. The Chos are devout Christians, which is not unusual in the Korean community, but they are unusual in that they're both artists of a sort. Jane treats the house like an ongoing art project, drawing sunglasses on family pictures, stapling angels to Dave's paintings that have hung in the White House, getting crazy with the glue gun, adorning wreaths with Happy Meal toys, sticker bombing the kitchen with birds, cows, spaceships piloted by her 3 boys. She is relentlessly, energetically, and inarguably creative.
She brainwashed me from the time we were kids. She was like, "You're the best artist in the world. You're the best artist in the world."
You are.
Oh, thanks. But now she's telling me she's gonna be the best artist in the world. So she's very competitive. She says she's gonna destroy me.
Awesome.
Food is ready.
So you want to explain what everything is, Mom?
The food I prepared tonight is a very common Korean food. Kalbi jjim, which is beef ribs, the stew.
The kimchi's looking fresh.
Yeah, kimchi is fresh.
Today is chestnut rice.
No one has this kind of rice.
Special rice.
Special rice for Tony and all.
And then stuffed peppers.
Oh, that's David's favorite.
Chungpo muk, seaweed and jellied mung bean. Japchae, vermicelli noodles with shiitake mushrooms and vegetables. Avocado egg rolls, fried squid and shrimps. Potato pancake. Often at the Cho house, there's a few Mexican dishes sprinkled in as well. It is always a great meal, I can tell you that.
Thanks, Mom. This is delicious.
This is awesome.
It is indeed. Thank you.
I love it.
During the riots of '92, Jim and Jane Cho worked as real estate agents and property managers, so the destruction in Koreatown had a direct impact on their lives. The Chos watched from home as the chaos unfolded on TV. After the riots, Jim wrote a letter to the editor that was published in the LA Times.
I'm extremely angry with the LAPD for their outrageous action. While the cops let looters run wild and rape our city, they somehow had time to bother Korean shop owners guarding their stores. How can the owner of business just sit back and watch his life be burned to the ground?
David would have a very different reaction.
My brother stole a car, and we went into like all the neighborhoods and then quickly realized it wasn't like about race, it was just about people stealing stuff. But we were out looting, we were causing chaos, and you know, I don't think we got anything good. I think I got a TV stand.
Was it life-changing for you?
It's like you grow up and things are explained to you. Like, here's police, they're not doing anything they're supposed to do. You're just like normal men and women of society, like just acting like animals. And I was like, oh, everything I've like been taught and learned my whole life is just disintegrating before my eyes. But in the end, we're, you know, from great disasters come great things, right? I mean, Koreatown burned down. But it's like we own LA now. It's like half of LA.
Now it's Korean culture. K-pop and Psy, all over the world influence, you know?
The filmmakers, all the top Korean filmmakers.
Oh, yeah.
What about me?
Cartoon, yeah.
Artists, right? Yeah.
Except you.
Sorry. Sorry, David. It's incredible.
Original book, cartoon.
Today, I went into all the different ways you guys used to beat us when we were kids. The stress positions, like, you know,
but
all the Korean punishments.
What's remarkable to me is that every kid,
right?
I mean, all Korean kids.
Yeah, all Korean kids.
The same position, you either hold a book.
Oh, yeah, that's the way we learn from the generation to generation. We don't know why.
To take a peek into the dark heart of the Korean psyche, maybe it helps to get familiar with Han. It's a concept that for non-Koreans can be difficult to fully grasp.
All right, you want it? Here we go. Han denotes a collective feeling of oppression and isolation in the face of overwhelming odds. It connotes aspects of lament and unavenged injustice.
Wow.
In some occasions, anthropologists have recognized Han as cultural-specific medical condition. Someone who dies of Han is said to have died of Huebyong.
Heartburn.
Heartburn.
It's a heartburn. It's heartburn.
Wow, I mean, it's been described to me in a way that made it sound benign. This is a burning sense of injustice, besiegement, and desire for revenge.
The Han is the reason why, like, we are who we are, but it's also the same reason why I won't marry a Korean woman.
You never know tomorrow.
No, I know, Mom.
He's cute.
Main drag of K-Town. Another mini mall among many. Karaoke? No.
This is the best dumpling spot in town. My mom would just order all these dumplings and just like leave them on my door because she's not allowed in my house. And then I just said, where are you getting these? You know, my mom likes to withhold information. So I finally got it out of her.
Myanmar dumplings, where they serve a mix between Korean and Chinese. Each plate handmade to order by friends. Opened in 2007 on Olympic Boulevard, it's run by Yu Jin, a Korean by way of Shenyang province in China.
Been coming here for about 2 years now. There's no one ever in here. Every time I've ever come in, I don't understand how they're open. They're the best dumplings I've ever had. Maybe people just get them to go.
Right.
They all look like buttholes, actually. But
kind of, yeah, pre-prolapse.
Wang Mandu, king dumpling. Thick dough stuffed to the gills with pork, kimchi, and vegetables. Precisely made, weighed, and crimped. Steamed until soft, eat.
Wow. That's nearly the size of your head.
yeah, you know, it's like pizza. I'll eat them cold too.
Right.
Save 2 and have them for dinner.
And mandu, smaller with thinner dumpling skins, served with red chili paste.
It's a dessert one. That's got red meat in it.
Wow. Oh, these are delicious. These are just like so huge.
Go for it. Still can't believe it.
So would this be classically post-drinking food or pre-drinking food? Laid out a base of absorbent material?
Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of bread here. Well, I don't really drink. I'm just falling under peer pressure right now. I'll be one of the cool guys, so.
I like this place already. Good signage, it's important.
Yeah, the sign's awesome.
If that sign does not sing to you, then we cannot be friends.
Mari, hi.
Hi, David, how are you?
This is my Uncle Tony. This is Mari. This is Harry Kim, AKA Guam Cruz. There's more Koreans right here.
There's more Koreans.
Some friends of Cho seem to favor this place. They are a thirsty and diverse bunch.
I'm asking everybody, stress position as a child? Did you have to do the knees forward?
You know about
They
this.
went right into it.
Yeah.
Stress positions?
You
did that, see?
There's this too.
The speed with which they assumed the position.
You have to hold the bucket over your head with the water.
Water. Wow.
What if your arms get tired?
They make you do it again for another 45 minutes, an hour. You know. The whole thing is doing it again.
Look, I'm not Korean. I'm not Asian. I'm a white boy from the suburb, but I noticed something over time in my K-Town adventure. Similar anecdotes, you might say.
You know, they've done this quite a bit, so they came up with a new one.
I was very aware that all my Korean friends, no matter how creative or successful, seemed strangely haunted by something. But I never knew this.
How do you do it?
Oh, the dongchi. It goes up the ass like this, and then it's like opening up an umbrella inside someone.
You do this to your friends?
Oh, college.
Oh, college.
They think it's hilarious. And adults do that, shoot each other.
What the hell that's about, I can only guess.
Cheers, by the way.
Cheers. Korean's gone bad. You're Korean now, officially.
Pretty much any Korean you meet anywhere, you can take it for granted they like food, that they're passionate about food, particularly their food. which of all the immigrant cuisines has probably been messed with the least. Unlike many other new arrivals, Koreans seem to have been the most unwilling to accommodate Western tastes. Maybe that's why it took us so much time to love the stuff. Beverly Tofu House, like so many of K-Town's finer establishments, is tucked away in the corner of a strip mall.
This is one of my favorite spots where I've been coming for almost 20 years. This is a soup that's just like, it's kind of Korean, but it's really more LA.
So this is not a direct transplant from Korea?
It became what we're about to have here in LA.
Interesting.
They're different because of the ingredients we couldn't find, but never thinking about pleasing the American palate, just to make ourselves happy.
Sundubu is the thing to get. A fiery, tongue-searing, ass-burning tofu soup that'll make you forget every bad thing you ever thought about tofu. A spicy, spicy red broth and tofu are the base. We're talking soft tofu here, with the texture of like burrata. And from there, you got a handful of variations. But the most common is with kimchi and a bit of everything. Beef, oysters, mussels, clams. Oh, and tableside, they crack an egg in there. Wow. Right in there. Cool. That looks completely awesome. Well, we better wait for this to cool, I'm guessing. So how do we eat this? What do you spoon it over?
Yeah,
rice?
spoon it over rice. Just mix it in. That's good.
Yeah, all tofu should be spicy, by my way of thinking. It's so good.
Yeah, really good.
Koreans can well remember when nobody was interested in their food. Now it's confusingly au courant. Must be strange for the owners who've just been doing what they've been doing for years.
Like, for example, like us sitting here like this, the questions a lot of people are asking me in Korean, like, I'm telling them we're filming, you know, we're trying to show a piece of Koreatown. The number one question is, they're not mad or vindictive, is why? It's still why. It's like, why?
Why would we be interested?
Why would you be interested? Why would you waste your time? There's other things to do.
It's an extraordinarily beautiful and delicious thing.
But see, that's the thing is, the beauty is just already a given. It's already part of the fabric. So it's like, why congratulate you? You know, there's no reason to congratulate you because this is like what we do.
That sounds awful, honestly. That sounds totally joyless. That sounds totally joyless.
Yeah.
What did your parents want you to be when you grew up?
For me, doctor, lawyer.
Right. Obviously, you're not a doctor or lawyer. Did you finish college?
I finished college and I went to 1 year law school and I walked out.
Right. So you're a bad Korean.
Yeah, I'm a bad Korean. If I was a mediocre accountant, it'd be better than being a top chef.
According to who?
According to Korean culture, according to Korean uncles and aunts, and it's just, it doesn't register that that is a profession. You know, I wouldn't have to explain myself if I just said I was a CPA.
Right.
Never. You know, that's weird shit, you know?
You still got some splaining to do.
Still, to just get it across that I cook, and that there was this phenomenon that happened on the streets of LA that changed and opened up Korean culture to the world.
What does it mean to be Korean American? Does one create one's own world? I don't know that I'm any smarter about that now than when I first came to K-Town in the middle of the night and discovered a strange and fabulous and delicious slice of America I'd never known was there. But I'm trying to figure it out. This is a good place to both experience fantasy and reality. Beer, explosives, and food? Can't beat that. Well, gracias. So you just stand here in the street and random strangers bring you delicious foods. This is a great country.
I took a walk through this beautiful world. Felt the cool rain on my shoulder. Found something good in this beautiful world. I felt the rain getting colder. Child, I
Colombia. Ordinarily, and for all too many years, when this country makes the news or appears in a film or a television drama, it's not for its looks, which are, I should say right up front, spectacular. It's not for its people, who are, everyone I've ever met anyway, warm, proud, generous, and fun. Or for its food, which is truly great.
I don't know what this is, but it's good. Food in this country, excellent.
I'm no stranger to this place. Generally speaking, it's a particularly vibrant mix of Spanish, European, Afro-Caribbean, and indigenous people. These are deep waters, my friends, that no news story or episode of Miami Vice has ever come close to navigating. It is and always has been a fiercely, fiercely proud country, and its people yearn to see international coverage of something other than cocaine and violence. But that isn't a legacy that's easy to ignore. Its decades of civil unrest have left vast swaths of Colombia relatively unknown, even to its own citizens. To reach a place previously considered a no-go area, I'll fly out of an airport in Villavicencio, 45 miles southeast of the capital city of Bogota. On first inspection, this is an airplane boneyard, where unwanted props from romancing the stone corrode artfully. But in reality, this sleepy hangar is an important gateway to the more impenetrable parts of the country. The remote settlements in the Amazon basin are cut off from the country with neither rail nor roads connecting them. There are only two ways in: either boat for several days downriver or aboard a jungle bus, which is what locals call the World War II era DC-3.
I've flown worse.
I've been brought here by Pablo Mora, a teacher at Medellin University and a particular enthusiast for this classic of Golden Age aviation.
You've taken this flight before?
Yes. Every time I have a chance, I come here and fly one. It's a romantic thing.
He sees the work that these hulking great airships and their pilots do as daredevil humanitarian missions for the more remote Colombians.
They have an in-flight movie.
No. Nor first class either.
What?
No.
The planes travel with their own mechanic to cobble together anything that might go wrong, and stuff can go wrong. The risk is that we'll be able to land but not take off again. So this guy is our return ticket out of the jungle. Our captain is Joaquin San Clemente, something of a legend in these parts, and his co-pilot, Captain Constanza Reyes.
It's mystical, and they develop this sensibility with the plane. There's no intel inside here. There's no software. They have GPS, but that's about it. It's beautiful, they have to sense everything. They know when the sound of the plane is not right. It's just man and machine.
The weather is the big unknown around here. It's changeable enough to ground planes in remote places if they hang around for too long. We have to make one stop on the way to pick up more cargo. Vital cargo, by the way. The land we're passing over is beautiful and lush, but the life for those below has been anything but.
Colombia seems to be trapped in a vicious
FARC has
circle.
used the territory as a haven for kidnapping and drug.
Until recently, most of the news coming out of this part of Colombia was not good. It was a front line in the war on drugs, for lack of a better term, and Colombia's long struggle with the FARC, a Marxist guerrilla force financed by drug trafficking, kidnapping, and covert assistance from Venezuela. 50 years of very dirty war. The stakes not about drugs per se, but about the ability of ordinary Colombians to live without fear. We land in the jungle outpost of Miraflores in the southern province of Guaviare in the Amazonian Forest Reserve. The heavy presence of army and special police is a result of its strategic location and recent history as a one-time center of coca production. Farmers here would grow the stuff and make leaves into paste. Traffickers would come and buy it. The FARC had this area under its sphere of influence for years. 9 years ago, the government moved to expel the FARC, the traffickers, and any paramilitaries, with apparently much success. Overnight, however, its population shrank by 85%, and what remains struggles to survive.
So the people here, you're telling me either were born here, or?
Most of the people came from elsewhere. At the beginning, in the 1950s and 60s, they were escaping from the violence, from the political violence between the two parties in Colombia.
So if you were having problems in the city or in wherever you were from, you came out here?
Yeah.
So what did you do for a living out here?
Cattle and doing some agriculture. And after that, the drug trade began and everything with the coca plantations. And
this climate's good for it?
Yeah, it's very good. And since 1999, there was no police or army force here, so it was just occupied by the FARC. And then by the paramilitaries who tried to...
Yeah.
So that's when the real violence began.
So really, the problems in this country pre-existed the drug trade.
What we say here is that the drug trade just made everything worse. There's no judge here, there's few institutions here.
Right.
Basically, you know that the state is here just because the army is here. So I think here we're gonna make the major.
Oh, yeah.
Anthony, this is the major.
Julio Cesar Gonzalez is the current mayor of Miraflores, which has seen much better and much worse days.
So how many people live in this town?
Around 1,500, 2,000 in the municipality. The FARC were in Miraflores for 20 years, and they were the central authority here.
If you're running a subsistence farm growing plantains and not much else, you're not eating particularly well, you're not particularly happy with the government, somebody comes along and offers you a nice machine gun and a cool scarf,
yeah,
especially if you're 15, 16 years old, that's a pretty attractive offer.
Of course, it is.
Even if they say you'll probably be dead by the time you're 25.
It is.
Come on.
It is, and they offer you a salary.
So what is the future of this town?
Hay varios programas del Estado ahora con la creación del DPS, Departamento para la Prosperidad Social, una que llama Jóvenes en Acción, que les apoya con estudio.
They're providing free education, and but there's a lot of potential in biodiversity and ecotourism as well.
What a lot of people say is, without the customer, there's no cocaine trade and there's no violence, right? So if the United States and Europe start buying cocaine,
that's so impossible that I can't think about it, about the situation where the demand is not going to be there.
But the demand in the States is down 40%.
Yeah, as long as there is a market, there will be people ready to do it.
The United States spends how many billions of dollars a year paying for guns and uniforms, training, etc. Where should they be spending it?
I would say that the help is very important, but more important is to end the war on drugs. It's just, it doesn't work.
Here's my problem. If crack didn't exist, I would absolutely agree with you. But as a former coke addict and as a former crackhead, that is a problem.
The thing is that people think that if you think that drugs should be legalized, you're saying that they're good. No, we're not saying that, but we're just getting rid of one problem, the problem that the major has here.
You're also freeing up a lot of money that you could divert.
Yeah,
towards.
we have two problems.
I'm with you, I agree.
One is drug addiction and the other is drug trafficking. We can get rid of one. We're not going to get rid of the other. We have to deal with it forever.
It's a beautiful country. The people here, everyone I've ever met, has been really nice. Even the bad guys, charming.
Yeah, that is true.
The food's delicious. Problem is, the United States will never legalize drugs. It will never happen. Complicated issues.
Yeah.
So the good people of this town can thank us for bringing in their fresh supply of poker, cerveza, poker. Think nothing of it, gentlemen. It was really our pleasure. Bogota, the country's capital, and an almost 2-mile-high city with new, lofty food ambitions, where previously a restaurant scene didn't really exist. Now, young restaurateurs such as musician-turned-chef Tomás Rueda are beginning to make a name for themselves in Colombia.
Stop, please.
This is Palo Quemao. This is one of the biggest markets in Bogota. I love this place. It's very beautiful, the colors. My mom come here to buy flowers, my grandma also.
Did I mention that this city is over 8,000 feet up? Hence the altitude sickness I'm feeling. Not good. Tomás comes here a few times a week for an early breakfast, which I'm hoping will make me feel better. Palo Quemado Market has been running in one form or another since the 1940s.
This place is huge.
Want some juice?
Yeah, what do you have?
I love it, orange juice with carrot.
It's probably the healthiest thing I've had in a while.
Good for the high altitude. No? You feel better?
I'm feeling better every hour.
Yeah?
First hour is killing me.
But you have a better face.
I didn't think I was going to make it out of the airport.
Most of the mornings, early in the morning, 5 or 6 in the morning, I climb the mountain.
Why?
Fresh air.
Okay.
You have to come with me.
Hell no. Ain't happening.
You want to taste some arepa? This arepa is made with corn. Hola, 2 arepas, por favor. It's fantastic. I love it. Chao, pues.
Tucked away in the back corner of the fish market is a place that serves breakfast to the market's workers and shoppers. We're talking beef short ribs simmered in an oily broth with potatoes, salt, and scallions. Tomás swears by this stuff, a traditional breakfast soup from the Andean region.
There we go. There's one.
Te tengo.
It's okay. Gracias.
Do you like chile?
I do.
Gracias. Sí, el ajicito nada más.
Yeah, now we're talking.
This is perfect when you have a good party last night.
I was just going to say, this is hangover food.
Perfect.
I know hangover food well, and this is good. It's a nice hunk of meat in there.
Yeah.
Good broth.
Yes.
Stock, it's good. So what's this dish called?
Beef stock, caldo de costilla.
Broth of rib broth.
Yeah, it's a rib.
Yeah.
Yes. With potato, of course. Everything with potato.
Caldo de costilla con papas.
Costilla, exacto. Very good Spanish.
I don't speak Spanish, I speak a little Mexican.
Bogota. Back in the 90s, a very dangerous and violent place to be. Today, not so much. Today, in my repeated experiences here, kind of awesome. La Candelaria is the recently renovated Old City, where I meet up with Hector Abad, distinguished author and one of the most important and supremely talented writers in Latin America. Hector's recent work, a memoir called Oblivion, is about his father, who was killed for his outspoken attempts to change things for the better.
So, first of all, where are we?
Puerta Falsa. This is a place where many Bogotanos come to eat something in the middle of the morning or in the middle of the afternoon.
The tamales here are made with chicken and pork belly, combined with vegetables, rice, and masa, wrapped in a banana leaf and slow-cooked for hours. This place has been serving chocolate completo to the politicians of nearby Plaza Bolivar for a couple of 100 years.
Here are the tamales.
It's beautiful. It is a thing of beauty, isn't it?
Let's see if it is like my mother's.
Oh, well, that's a high standard.
I suppose it is not.
I was just in Miraflores yesterday.
Yes.
What economy there was entirely drug-based economy. I mean, now the drugs are gone, there is no economy. It's a ghost town. It's a military and people sitting there staring at the space waiting for the beer to arrive, best I can understand. Tell me something hopeful.
I think we are becoming more and more conscious that this past decades of violence have been absolutely useless, and that we have to change many things. So I think it's not as good as my mother's, I'm sorry.
Well, it never is. If you remove cocaine from the equation, if you remove the drug trade as a financial engine, you would still have serious divisions over ideology here. Is that improving?
Things are changing in a good direction, but very slowly, I think. You know, 10 years ago in Medellin, they killed 7,500 people every year. And 3 years ago, this number came to 700 people killed in Medellin in the year. So the situation changed.
Right.
I have only questions. I have no answers. I'm so sorry. If I were the president, I don't know what to do.
You wouldn't know what to do?
No, I wouldn't.
To suggest that a nation should expand its social services, do its best to lift people out of poverty, to provide medical care for everyone. As you well know, that made you in the minds of many as the same as a communist. Are those as dangerous and potentially deadly ideas as they used to be?
Well, 25 years ago, my father was killed just because he was asking for these basic things like clean water, a glass of milk, and an arepa for every child. We still don't have that, and we need that. Now, we in Colombia, maybe we are trying. I think there are some people here, even in the government, who are working for that.
Bogota is the largest city in Colombia and the economic heart of the country. About a fifth of the population lives here, many of them very well, but some not so well. It's a city with a marked north-south divide. Chef Tomas Rueda's Tabula and Donostia restaurants sit side by side in the Macarena neighborhood, where the city center meets the north. The lunch Tomas is serving us here at Tabula is defined more by high-quality fundamentals than by high-concept theories. If there's a theme here, it's that ingredients this good, meticulously prepared, are the essence of great eating. It's a beautiful space. So, how's the restaurant business in Bogota?
It's a very good business. A lot of people with money, they don't know how to cook.
Nobody cooks at home.
maybe their cook does. So they eat out a lot.
Yeah, it's a new part of our culture. Everybody wants to go to restaurants.
So 10 years ago, 15 years ago, what, traditional casual food?
Yeah.
A few fine dining, you know, white tablecloths serving what, French or continental or Italian, but this is new.
Yeah, it's a new stuff, it's a new business, it's a new world. But I think the two great values from Colombia food, the mixtures of the culture, yeah?
Right.
Black people, Indian people, white people, that mixture is beautiful. And the other one is all of this region, all the mountains, all the valleys, all the rivers, all the sea, we are like a big farm, a beautiful farm to send all these products to the world. I believe more in a beautiful carrot than a great recipe, yeah?
Right.
This one is a crab salad.
Right.
And this one is a homemade pasta.
Thin sheets of handmade pasta are filled with labneh cheese and finished with a chorizo sauce.
So you used to be in a band. You used to be a musician.
Yeah,
right?
I'm still.
Still. So what happened, man? How did you go from music to restaurants?
Rock and roll don't give me money.
Good.
It's good, yeah, it's really good.
Well, it's great that business is good because generally speaking, the only worse idea that I think I'll try to make a living making music is I think I'll make a living like opening a restaurant. I see why that's so popular. Good stuff.
Thank you, Tony.
Tomas's take on ossobuco uses beef shank instead of veal, which is braised overnight with vegetables, wine, and broth in a wood-fired oven.
Oh, whoa! It's huge. Yes. Oh yeah.
You don't need the knife, only with the spoon.
You're right.
Told you.
Now, do you cure this first in salt or
No.
dry it, salt it?
No.
Just fresh into the.
Yes.
Delicious. So you're never getting this off your menu. You'll have to keep this on your menu forever, right?
Forever.
Yeah.
Oh, the best part.
Mama didn't raise no fool.
Santiago de Cali, or just Cali as everybody calls it in these parts, is a city in the southwest of Colombia known for its proximity to the Pacific coast and its semi-tropical temperatures. But I'm not really here for the climate. I'm here for tejo. It involves alcohol and explosives. Colombian Mario Galeno, expat Will Holland, and their bandmates are to be my guides to this ancient and traditional Colombian sport.
Thanks, man. How do you play this game? I guess that's how it's done. What do you call this object?
El tejo.
El tejo.
Tejo.
Hence the name of this.
Exactly, tejo.
I should be good at this. I've been throwing pots into the dish sink from across the room for years.
You win more points if you get it in the middle without hitting them.
Oh.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, but that doesn't sound like any fun.
Everyone has a different style, it seems. So you got to do like one step and then another and swing.
I didn't think that style's gonna work for me.
After some early success, it turns out we all pretty much suck at this.
Not enough beer, that's my problem.
Time to bring in some outside muscle.
We're going to mix in now the experts.
Ahí nos vamos turnando entre todos.
Who am I with? I'm over here with these guys.
Whoa! Pull tiro por la ventana.
See you on my team? Holy crap, 2 in a row? This is dismaying. Oh, no, wait, one of those guys had to be on my team, right?
So the guy in the white stripy shirt, his name is El Pollo Viejo, which is
the old chicken.
The old chicken, yeah.
Yes.
I need a poultry name. He's calling himself the old chicken. I shall be the enormous cock. Chicken dude is killing it. Yeah, he's every time. Must beat the chicken. That's what I'm talking about. But I wanted something to blow up.
Tejo is hungry work, but the kitchen here is up to the challenge, making a Colombian picada. This is a huge selection of fried pork, pork rib, steak, cassava, potatoes, and deep-fried plantain.
I smell food. Oh! Oh, thank you. Oh, that's good. You know, beer, explosives, and food? Can't beat that.
Esta que es la papita criolla.
Yes! Nice.
If Bogota is Colombia's financial heart, then Cali is its shaking hips. People here like their music. My Tejo buddies, Mario and Will, are the founders of a collective called Onda Tropica. Their idea was to reinterpret the tropical music heritage of Colombia. What often sounds like salsa in style is actually cumbia. If there's one type of music that can be classified as distinctly Colombian, this is it. Cumbia draws on the music of the African, indigenous, and European mix that makes up the country. So Will and Mario created something a long way from the pop music that's a staple here. They brought together musicians who'd been famous on the cumbia scene in the 50s and 60s and matched them up with younger counterparts. As if the impressive amount of fried meat we ate at the Tejo Courts wasn't enough, we go for dinner at one of the band's favorite spots.
The recording that we made, which we did for 3 weeks in Medellin, had 42 musicians, so it was a big sort of ensemble. And there were musicians from, I think the youngest was 25, maybe, and the oldest was 82.
So old school and new school mixed, is that an oversimplification?
Yeah, that was the idea, so we can meet, not only doing music, but also exchanging lots of information about how music was made, how music was recorded,
right.
What was the spirit of the music.
So that's the idea, it's to get back to the roots.
First up, the Cali version of ceviche. Cooked shrimp, slathered in mayonnaise, ketchup, and Worcestershire sauce. Essentially a 70s shrimp cocktail.
Where?
Native to the mangroves of the Pacific coast, the piangua mollusk is a staple used in everything from tamales to stews.
So it's rice and like a concha, some kind of
the mollusk.
It's not a clam.
Ah, it's like a rock mollusk, pretty much.
Mmm. It's delicious. Wow.
So this is like pelao, specifically from the Pacific. This is pargo rojo, like red snapper.
Uh-huh.
Steamed shrimp.
Oh, very cool.
And some nice green tomatoes.
You always find them, patacones everywhere.
Patacones is...
Plantain, like the big plantain. With all of this food, you have to accompany it with some beach.
Yeah, I'm learning that.
It's the best way to just handle this.
From cane sugar?
Yeah, cane sugar, like homemade.
Like a rural firewater.
So I'm just gonna take one right now.
So, what are your favorite places in Colombia?
Colombia is like 5 countries in one. When you come to Colombia, you definitely have to go to some Pacifico experience. It either would be in Cali or go straight to the coast. You have to have like an Atlantic or Caribbean experience, Riohacha. You definitely have to have like a mountain experience, which would be like Medellin or Bogota.
Right.
Another would be like just go to the Amazon, you know, like just go to the jungle and just check out what's going on there.
So I'm planning a vacation.
Yeah.
Should I come to Colombia? Should I come to Cali?
Most definitely, man. Like, you will find great music, great partying, great food, beautiful views, beautiful nature around.
Yeah. Look, the country's beautiful. We know this, okay? But most Americans, they're afraid to come. Is Colombia any more dangerous for a tourist than Rio or Puerto Rico or...
South Central?
I mean, my impression is no. You know, when you go to Rio, you don't wear a big watch, you don't wear an expensive suit, you don't behave like an idiot, and life is going to be good.
Like, maybe I've been lucky, but I've never been either mugged or kidnapped or robbed. Most people will tell you that we had an amazing time. We heard some great music. We met some beautiful girls or guys. We drank some great drinks. And we just hung out and we went to the beach and it was great and we want to come back, you know?
I mean, there's a lot of heart here. People feel very, very deeply about things. It is the most welcoming country in Latin America that I've been.
Salud, 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 salud.
I leave the subtropics for more extreme climes. Riohacha is a city 600 miles northeast of Cali on Colombia's Caribbean Sea. The Guajira is the most northern part of South America and borders Venezuela in the east. It's home to the native, semi-nomadic people of Colombia called the Wayuu. The Wayuu are a tough, autonomous tribe who've never taken sides with either the government, the FARC, or the paramilitaries. As a result, they remain independent politically and live pretty much by their own code. I'm meeting Juan Pablo Mayorga, a chef from Bogota who comes to this spot on a regular basis.
This is not another country. This is Colombia, but it's a very different part of Colombia.
The Guajira is a very rugged terrain, but it's desert. There's not that much water. So that's part of why the Spaniards, they weren't able to colonize them.
You've been coming here for some time.
I became very interested in Guajira because I began dealing with fresh fish and fresh lobster, fresh shrimp, and for goat meat to take back to Bogota.
Is it good?
It's very good.
Goats are important to the Wayuu as they're used for food, for bartering, and even as dowry payments. Rancho owners come to the old market in Riohacha to sell, slaughter, and cook goat in the mornings. Today we're having frichi.
Frichi is a traditional dish from the Wayuus. It consists of the tripes, the heart, the intestines, the offal of the goat. So it's pretty fresh because they slaughter them back here. And this is where the Wayuu women cook it. So this is really fresh and traditional.
So this is breakfast?
This is breakfast for them. The frichi.
And there's a little bit of everything in there.
Yeah. We have heart, we have a little bit of meat, of ribs.
Now,
and it's interesting because this one, it's for breakfast and it's almost done where they slaughter. They have to eat this fresh.
Fresh, this is delicious. Not fresh, this would not be so good.
No.
This is where I say something that takes us seamlessly from a discussion about fresh meat to me hauling my aging carcass onto an ATV, Sugar Bear style. Tribal members of the Wayuu have dual citizenship and could cross the border into Venezuela to live or trade there whenever they need to. Luckily for us, it means that cheap gas is easy to come by in these parts. There are no stations as such, you just keep an eye out for the cans.
Most of this gasoline is from Venezuela. It's extremely cheap. I think it's like 50 cents a gallon. The government subsidizes a lot of it. They're able to buy Venezuelan gasoline and sell legally Venezuelan gasoline in Colombia.
Having taken on as much gas as can be mouth-siphoned in one sitting, we're off again. Let me set the scene. It's hot out here, desert hot, and we plan to ride 3 hours along the coast to our lunch spot. And I ate salty goat innards for breakfast, and I refuse to wear a helmet or sunblock. We avoid wild donkeys and goats and get lost more than a few times. So a little heat stroke leads to a lot of horsing around, and we decide to open these puppies up. Well, a momentary concussion is seldom a good thing. Waking up in Colombia on a beach almost always is. Having abandoned the epic ride, we're back where we started, at Mayapo, in the Guajira, at the Blue Sea restaurant.
How come you're all clean?
I changed.
You brought a change of clothes?
Yes.
I'm hurting up. I'm feeling it every minute, every hour, every month and year of my age.
So you ready for some cazuela?
Yes. And I trust it will make me feel all
much better. It's a good end to a fun day.
Oh man, you can't ask for better scenery. It's beautiful here.
A beer?
I need the anesthetic qualities of the local firewater.
That's probably a really good idea.
That's gonna be a good start for the night.
Good start, I'm done. Oh man, that dog has the right idea. See, I would be very happy if that was me right now. You know, just like laying down in the sand with my chin out like that. Man, it's so beautiful here. Who comes here?
It's basically tourists from Colombia and a lot of backpackers that are making their way up to the northern Guajira.
Right. But I mean, we saw one tourist all day. And it's nice, you can really just get completely off the grid. You know?
This used to be a fisherman village.
There are definitely worse places to eat seafood than beachside in a fishing village. And the strength of this stew, cazuela de mariscos, lies in the variety of fish available.
It's basically like a fish chowder.
Right.
Made with shrimp, clams.
Right.
Chipi chipi, which is a small kind of clam. Lobster, fish.
Yeah.
And, conch.
Oh, I need a bat. Very clear sky for the Caribbean. Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
It's always accompanied by lemon, coconut rice, and plantain. Some hot sauce in there.
Some good food, a few shots of aguardiente, the sounds of waves in the background, a nice sunset. These are things, in my experience, that will set most things right.
Thank you to Guajira.
To Guajira and Colombia. Salud, cheers. We had good fun.
We had good fun. Cheers.
I always find Colombia encouraging. They face problems more extreme and seemingly more intractable than many of us can imagine. And yet, every time I come here, it gets better. Don't get me wrong. Problems, serious problems, remain, which is particularly heartbreaking in a country so beautiful, so generous, so proud, so eager to love and be loved back. I come back to my own country from Colombia and I think, if they can fix that, if they can make things better, then surely there's nothing we can't do. For now, however, I'll settle for fixing my headache. That hurt.